Hey everyone, this is Ravi from Simply-Learn. Welcome to this YouTube marketing full course video for 2021. In this full course video, we will be covering the topics like how can you set up a YouTube channel, how YouTube ads work, its different types, some video ideas that your brand can use, and how you can increase YouTube subscribers. For this video, we have our experts Rob and Rahul taking us through all the topics. So without further ado, let's get started by talking about how you can create a YouTube channel. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to never miss an update from Simply-Learn.
YouTube how-tos. Building a presence on YouTube is like fine-tuning the engine of a car to get maximum performance. In YouTube terms, this means maximum views and maximum subscribers to your YouTube channel. The instruments you have for this are the video itself, how you optimize it in YouTube, and the quality of the YouTube channel you create to promote your YouTube presence. If you do get maximum performance out of your YouTube presence, YouTube will reward you by giving you the opportunity to monetize your YouTube videos through the YouTube advertising platforms. By the end of this lesson, you will know how to use the new YouTube Studio Beta, how to upload and optimize a YouTube video, how to create and optimize a YouTube channel, how to create a playlist on your YouTube channel, how to make a great video, and how to monetize your YouTube presence. YouTube has just launched the new YouTube Studio Beta. Most of the YouTube features like uploading and optimizing your videos have been brought into the new YouTube Studio Beta. Some of the features, like creating your YouTube channel, still need to be accessed through the old version of YouTube Studio. Soon, these features will be brought into the new version, which will make the old version obsolete. When you are successful in YouTube, in views and subscribers, YouTube will give you the opportunity to monetize your YouTube presence. Upload video on desktop. To upload a video on YouTube, you can do that on the desktop and you can also do that on the mobile. Let's have a look at the desktop version of uploading your video. So what you do is you go to the youtube.com homepage. And as long as you're logged into your Google account, you see your little login account info here. You will then see on the left a little camera with a plus sign, and that's where you can upload a video. Click on that. You can then upload your video or you can go live streaming. So let's click on Upload Video. And that takes you to this screen where you can select the file to upload or you can drag and drop the video file. You can immediately add the settings for published, public, unlisted, private, or you can schedule the video. You can also import videos from your Google Photos drive. You can start live streaming from here as well. And there is a new feature which is called Premiere. This is where you can schedule a video and invite your followers to watch the video together with you. And when the schedule date is there, the video goes public on YouTube and you can watch it together on a Premiere screen. So what I'm going to do is to select the file to upload. I just click on the Finder and then I can drag the video file here in the box. And while it is uploading, I can enter basic info of the video. In this case, I will call it Flower Garden in Malaysia. You can then give a description, you can set tags. So when the processing of the video is complete, you can pick your thumbnail and then you click Publish and you will see that the video is live on YouTube. So let's select Set the Thumbnail. You can see that the processing is done and here I click to publish. The video is now live. So if I click here on the link, it will actually take me to the video and there is my video on YouTube, the Flower Garden in Malaysia. Upload video on mobile. To upload the video through your mobile, you have to use the YouTube mobile app. Once you start the mobile app, you will see at the top the little video icon. When I click on that icon, there are various options you can choose from. I can click record if I want to create a video that I want to upload. I can click on go live, that takes me straight into the live streaming of my video, or I can select a video from the video library on my phone. So for this demo, I will click on select a video and then I can select the video that I want to upload. There are some basic editing functions I have on the video. I'll show that in a later demo, and if I want to select this video, I click on next. And as we saw with the desktop demo, I can add the name and the description of the video, and I can then upload the video on YouTube. The video is now uploaded. So once the video is ready, you will see it in the list of the videos. And then obviously you can go into the edit mode to add more details in the title or in the description and optimize your video. So now you see that the video is uploaded to my list of videos on YouTube, and you can also see it's just placed above the video that I just uploaded through the desktop version of YouTube. YouTube Studio Beta. YouTube has come up with a new version of the interface to manage your videos on YouTube. It's called YouTube Studio Beta. Not all the features have moved to the new version. For those features that haven't migrated yet, YouTube will but direct you to the old version of the interface. Or, if you prefer the old interface, YouTube will still give you the option to switch back to it. But like they do with migrations to new interfaces, after a few months they will switch the option to move back off. The new interface is very simple to use. Let me show you the desktop version of it, and then I will show you the mobile app for it. To access YouTube Creator Studio Beta, you have to be logged into your Google account. And when you're on the youtube.com homepage, you click on your little photo here on the right, and then you click on YouTube Studio Beta. That will take you to the YouTube Studio Beta dashboard. What you see here at the bottom left is Creator Studio Classic, so you can still switch back to the classic format of the Creator Studio. And again, if you want to switch back to the Studio Beta, you click here on Creator Studio Beta to go back to the new interface. There are still a few features like creating playlists, translations, transcriptions that sit in the old version. When you select those, you will go back to Creator Studio Classic. So what's there to see on the dashboard? First of all, you have your latest video that you uploaded with some basic information. You can go to the video analytics of this particular video and the see comments. You also get a list of your channel analytics highlights. It gives you a link to your channel analytics and your top videos of the last 2 hours. And then here you see content that YouTube presents, like YouTube News and information about Creator Insider. Here they give you additional videos where you can learn about how to use YouTube. It will also show you some ideas on how to improve your channel, or in this case, help navigating the new interface. Here on the left, you have your main menu. You can go into your videos, analytics, check out the comments, go to the transcriptions of your videos and other features. And then down here you have your settings and link back to the Creator Studio Classic. So if we click here on videos, you have a list of all the videos that you have uploaded on YouTube. It's much friendlier and much better accessible than in the old Creator Studio Classic. So here you see the 2 videos that we've just uploaded. And then here you see what is the visibility of the video and the date that you published it. You'll also see how many views, how many comments and how many likes or dislikes. A really good new feature here is the inline editing, as we call this. If I want to quickly change the title or the description of this video, I don't have to open the video and click on edit. I can actually click it here. I can actually change it here in line. So there's a few things I can do in line. Edit the title and the description, get a link, promote for advertising, download or delete the video. So if I say edit title and description and add in Cotswolds, and then I'm just clicking, and then I'm just clicking save, and you see it will automatically change the title. So this is a very easy and convenient new feature. I can click here and see the video directly on YouTube as well. And here you see the analytics. So when you click on analytics, it takes you to the general overview of the analytics, where you can see what's the activity and what's the views that we got in our channel. What are the top videos that people are watching? What is the real-time activity happening on your videos? And then you can see here about the viewers, the interest of the viewers, the built-in audience and how to earn revenue. So we'll get back into the analytics later, but at least here you have an idea of what you can get from the analytics. You can then check out the comments that you had on the various videos. You can look at the transcription files that you've had for your videos and which ones have been published. And then it takes you to your other features as well. In the settings, you can set things like the currency that you're using, what your default experience is for the Classic or for the new YouTube Studio Beta. You can have your channel settings like the name of your channel, the keywords for your channel, and the country for your channel. You can check on your community, you can add filters, you can look at the moderators and approved users that you can add, and you can look at other settings like your advanced channel settings or channel branding. But you will access these through the Creator Studio Classic. So this gives you a short overview of the Creator Studio Beta using YouTube Studio on a mobile. To access YouTube Studio on your mobile, you have to download the mobile app. And then when you open the mobile app, you get almost like a similar experience as on the desktop. It starts with your dashboard. This gives you an overview of your analytics of the last 28 days, the last videos that you uploaded, the last comments that you received, and the total number of subscribers you have to your channel. To access the menu, you tap on the hamburger button on the top left, and this gives you a similar list of options that you have on the desktop version. You can go to your videos, you can check your playlist, check the comments, go to your analytics, and change your YouTube settings. When I click on videos, it gives you a list of all the videos that you uploaded. For each video, you see the number of views, the number of comments, the number of likes, the number of dislikes. You can sort the videos by most recent, most viewed, and you can look at all the videos. You can filter by draft, by public, unlisted and private videos. The view from your mobile is very easy, and it's simple to browse through all the videos that you've uploaded on your mobile. You can look at your playlist and make some changes to your playlist. And then you can also check the comments on the videos. If you click on Analytics, you get more detailed stats about your videos. You can see your overview, any revenue that you would have made. You can look at analytics for your playlist, and it also gives you analytics of any interactive content that you have used in your videos, like click-throughs or cards. Let's go back to the dashboard to complete this demo. This gives you an idea of what you can manage through the YouTube Studio app. Editing a video on YouTube. Now that your video is uploaded on YouTube, there are two things that you may want to do first. You may want to edit the video, like trimming the beginning or the end, or adding some special effects to the video. And you definitely have to optimize the video for search on both YouTube and Google. So let's have a look at both of these areas, and to start with editing the video. Let's take for instance this video here, a video blog that I did a little while ago. If I click on the video, it takes me to the area where I can add the information to optimize the video, and I'll come back to that later. But here you can click on Editor, and this takes me to a full screen Video editing mode. It's a very basic video editing, so it doesn't give you all the functionality like for instance iMovie or Adobe Premiere, but it does the thing for you if you want to make some quick changes to the video. You can trim the video, you can add music or play with the sound of the video. You can add an end screen to the video and you could blur faces for instance on the video. These are basic functions, but they work really well. Let's have a look first at the sound. If I click here on audio and I open the audio library that YouTube has, it gives you a full library of royalty-free music tracks that you can add to your video. So for instance, I can select Hear the Noise. I can add that to my video. When it's too loud, you have a slider where you can say Favorite to the original audio. So now you hear my voice in the background.
In today's video blog,
Let's go back now and close this. You can also add an end screen to the video, and there are a number of templates you can choose from. An end screen will show during the last 20 seconds of the video. You can show a playlist or a subscribe button, or you can have reference to 2 different videos or 2 videos or playlists, so different formats that you can choose from. Let's pick the 2 video template. When I click on apply, then here you would see how that will show in the last 20 seconds of the video. When I play the video, you see that I haven't added any video, but this is how it would show as an end screen in your video. And then you can add blur to a video as well. You can blur faces, or you can blur specific areas in your video. This is all I will be showing you on editing your video. As I said before, it's a basic video editor, but if you want to do some quick editing on your video before you publish it, then this is a really good tool to do just that. Optimizing a video in YouTube Studio. So the next thing you want to do is to optimize your video for YouTube search and for Google search. So how do you go about it? When you select a video, let's take this one, Epic Fail, How to Ruin Your Life on an EasyJet Flight. You click on the video and that takes you to the basic optimization screen. There are a few things that are important here. First of all, the title. This title, Epic Fail, How to Ruin Your Life on an EasyJet Flight, is an interesting title. It tells people there's something happening here. It's very important to use a word like epic fail. People like seeing videos with epic fails. So remember, title is extremely important. There are 2 reasons why people decide to watch a video on YouTube. Number 1 is the title, number 2 is the thumbnail. And that's the next thing you want to optimize. YouTube will pick a few thumbnails based on your video, but you can also upload your own thumbnail. The third part is also important, the description of your video. It's important that the description of the video is in line with the title and what the viewer is going to see. Make sure you use keywords that are relevant to the video and to your business. And here you can add tags. Tags are key for the search. It helps people to find your video based on the tags that you've set. Here you can see the public URL of your video, and here you can decide on the visibility of your video. Do you want your video to be public, private or unlisted? Unlisted video will be public, but they won't show up in the search. Here you can select the playlist that you want the video to be part of. You can assign a video to the various playlists that you have on your channel. This is where you can create cards and the end screen. In the video editing demo, we looked at how you can add end screens and how you can add video cards to your video. If you click on it, then you see the editing mode, and here are the different types of cards that you can add. Like a video or a playlist or a channel, or you could even create a poll where you encourage viewers to participate. So you just click on the create and then you can pick a video from the list that shows up. That video will actually show up, and then here you see where the video card will appear. So if we go to the beginning of the video and we would click play, then here you see the suggested video popping up. So you can now save the changes and go back to the editor. So these are the basic settings for the optimization of your video, and you can also go to the advanced settings. There's a lot more that you can add in the advanced settings. You can add the recording date, the location of the video, and you can also add the license and right ownership of the video. If you are part of the commercial network with YouTube, you can select the syndication where you want your videos to show. You can select a category for your video, the language, and the caption certification when there may be television FCC regulations regarding closed captions. You can also upload your subtitles and closed captioning. YouTube will actually create subtitles for you and then you can check that later. It is not 100% accurate, but at least it's a good starting point for your subtitles. Finally, you can set things like allowing comments and ratings and enabling age restrictions as well. You can allow people to embed the video and you can also tick whether the video contains paid promotion like product placement sponsorships or endorsements. So lots of things that you can set in the optimization, and when you're happy with it, you just click Save. Google and YouTube will then include all these settings in the indexing of the video, and the better you do all this, the more likely your video will show up in the search. So let's go to Google and check this epic fail video. We have a good thumbnail and a good title. If you go to Google and search for epic fail EasyJet, for instance, then you see that the video immediately shows up here in Google, and that's obviously what you want for your videos. You want them to show up high in the videos or in the image section of the search results page. And if you do the same search in YouTube, then you would like your video to show up as well. And you see here immediately it shows up as the first video. So this is all there is to optimizing your video. Another important part, and we briefly touched on this, are the subtitles and the transcriptions that you may want to add to your video. First, you want to check if YouTube created transcriptions for your video. Take this video blog for example. If I select Other Features, you see here Translation and Transcription. The automated transcription from YouTube has not been brought into the new Studio Beta, so I need to go to the old Studio of YouTube. So I click here on the old Classic Creator Studio Translation and Transcription, and then here you see the link to the published transcript file. I haven't put these in. This is something that YouTube will do when it's a video that's worth transcribing. You could copy the text so you can download it and then use that for a blog post or for the show notes of your podcast. You can also add language and you can set the transcription on published or draft. Very useful features and very important to make sure that your video is optimized. Creating a YouTube channel. To create a YouTube channel, you have to go to your YouTube homepage and then you click on the little photo here that you will see when you logged into your Google account. When you click on the settings, it will take you to the screen where you will be able to click on the button See all my channels or Create a new channel. So let's click on this and now you will see the screen where you can enter the name of your channel. And in this case, I'm going to call it Riyad Farasha. I click Create, and you will then get to the page where you can start customizing your channel. If I click on Customize Channel, I see the blank version of the YouTube channel where you can add your logo, your channel art, and where you can add a channel description. So let's start with adding a short channel description. Welcome to my YouTube channel of Riyad Farasha. When we're done with that, we can add the logo. To do that, you click on the little pencil icon. It will actually take you to the brand page of your Google account. Click on Edit and you can upload a photo. Click on Upload Photo. And here we are going to upload this image. Once it has uploaded the photo, you can play a bit with the size of it. You can move it up a bit if you want, so I'm going to move it so I only show the mosaic. I click Done and then my brand page has been updated with the image. If I now go back to the YouTube page and I do a refresh, you will see that the image has been added to the YouTube page. I can do the same for the channel art. Click on the channel art. You need to be aware that you don't have a lot of space to play with for your image. So you need to make sure that you have a horizontal photo that will show enough of what you want to cover in the banner. A nice feature is that it will show you how it will look on the desktop, how it will look on the TV, and how it will look on the mobile. And if you're not happy with it, you can adjust the crop a little, so I can zoom in and then move it up. So at least I see a little bit of the mountains and a bit of the mosque on the photo. When I'm happy with it, I click Select and then you will see that you have uploaded the banner. And you are now ready to start optimizing your YouTube channel. Checking the YouTube channel settings. So the first thing you want to check when you start optimizing your channel is your settings of the channel. You can access the channel settings by clicking on the little cartwheel on the top right. Click on that and this will take you to the basic privacy settings. You can keep your videos private, subscriptions private, your saved playlist private. You can customize the layout of your channel and you can show the discussion tab. So you can basically switch all these options on or off. And you can also translate your channel info. The basic settings you can find on this little screen. But there are more options in the account settings and in the advanced settings. So let's look first at the options in the account settings. This is where you can look at what you're going to share on YouTube. You can look at your connected apps, for instance, in this section. Do you want any other apps to connect with your YouTube? You can also set how to connect your TV to the YouTube channel. You can connect your YouTube to a particular TV device. And you can look at your billings and payments and your playback and performance. This is where you can control your video experience. You can show annotations and in-video notifications. You can also set that the captions are always on, or when that's available, show automatic captions by speech recognition. You can also set the notifications for your YouTube, so you can receive emails about your activities, if you want updates from YouTube or notifications around channel subscriptions and other notifications like recommended videos. If I go back to the main channel page, and I'm going back into the settings, I can then also go into the advanced settings for my channel. In the advanced settings, I can check the country that I'm based. I can set keywords for my channels. I can disable interest-based ads and I can link my AdWords account. I can activate channel recommendations and display the subscriber account. This is also where you can integrate your YouTube channel with your Google Analytics. So look a bit further up here. I can see the branding options that I have, so I can add a watermark to my channel videos. I can also set defaults for uploading my videos. This can be quite handy if you have standard text that you want to use for every video. And I can set some standard tags, for instance. This can be helpful when you upload lots of videos, so the standard defaults are already set. And then finally, here you see the status and features of your channel. This is where you have all the different options that you have with your channel and you can check what the status is. The different elements that are enabled and elements that you are eligible for and the elements that you are ineligible for. For example, we're not eligible for monetization because we haven't signed up for it and we haven't passed the requirements for this. So for all these things, we can see whether we have it enabled, whether we are eligible, or whether we are ineligible. And that's all there is to the settings. So let's go back now to the channel by clicking on the logo, and we can then start looking at the optimization of our channel. How to optimize your YouTube channel. To start customization and optimization of your YouTube channel, you have to go to the standard channel page and click Customize Channel. Here you see the structure and elements of your YouTube channel. An important feature is that you can look at your channel as yourself, as a new visitor, or as a returning visitor. You can set a video at the top of your YouTube channel, which will change whether you're a new visitor or a returning visitor. But let's first look at the different elements of your YouTube page that you can change. You can add videos to your channel, you can add playlists to your channel, and you can connect with other channels. You can manage your discussions and you can put more info in your About section. This is also where you can link to your other social media pages. These will show on your channel banner. And you can feature other channels that you would like to promote on your YouTube channel. So you start with adding some videos to your channel. Click on videos and you see this channel has no video yet. Remember how we uploaded a video in YouTube? By clicking this little plus icon and we say upload video, we can then select the video that we want to upload. Let's take this short video, add some basic settings and set some tags. Once the video is processed, you can then publish it on your channel page. And if you go back to your channel, you will see that the video has been added. So that's how you can upload videos to your channel. You can then look at playlists. Here you can add a playlist to your channel. A playlist is a group of videos around a particular topic. And then you can feature those playlists as chapters in your YouTube channel. It makes it very easy to organize your videos. To create a playlist, I click on New Playlist. I give it a title Marrakesh in this case. I click Create and then your playlist has been created. Then you need to add videos to your playlist. If you go back to the video and play it to get into editing mode, then in the settings of the video, I can say to which playlist I want to add this video. I select the playlist that I just created and click Done and I save it, and then I have added a video to my playlist. So if I now go back to my YouTube channel, I can click on Playlists and there is my Marrakesh playlist and it currently has one video. I can add channels, so I can link to any other channel I may have. I can manage my discussions and I can manage my About page in this section as well. I can activate business inquiries so people can send me an email through my channel. I can specify my location and I can add my social media links who will then show up in my YouTube channel banner. You can also add featured channels. For instance, I want to add the Social Media Examiner YouTube channel. I can add that and I can click Done and then it will show in the featured channels. If I'm happy with the settings, I can go back to my channel and then you see what we've done to the channel right now. We've got our first video, we have our featured channel, and we have our playlist. So this is how I can optimize my YouTube channel. One more thing. I would like to show you, if I click Customize Channel, then I can see here the featured content which will show up on the channel for either returning visitors or new visitors. If I click here on Feature Content and then I pick, for instance, the video that I just uploaded, then this is how it will show. I can add a heading for this content, so for example I can say Feature Presentation and I click Save. And now you see I have a feature video for the returning visitors. I can also do this for new visitors. I can create a channel trailer. For instance, I pick this video and then I click Save, and that's how it will show for new visitors. So these are the basic things you need to look at when you want to optimize your YouTube channel. YouTube channel views and subscribers. Now that we know how to edit and optimize your videos and your YouTube channel, we will turn our attention to how to grow views and subscribers on your channel. First, there is your channel. Optimize your channel page, write a compelling channel description, use a great channel logo and a banner, and create a channel tagline. Then there are your videos. Make an awesome channel trailer video. Publish long videos of 10 minutes and more. Promote videos in your end screen. Add a branded watermark and add a subscribe button, and end your videos with a strong call to action. Thirdly, there is your channel management. Reply to every comment and heart great content. And finally, promote your channel. Embed YouTube videos in blog posts and promote your channel in ebooks, webinars, presentations, and lead magnets. Doing all these things right will certainly help you in growing views and subscriptions to your channel. TubeBuddy is a great tool that can help you in growing your video views and your channel subscriptions. It's a Chrome browser extension and it adds a layer of functionality on top of your YouTube channel. It has features that focus on SEO, promotion and analytics. And it also tracks the video rankings of your videos, but also the videos of your competitors. It's a great tool to find keywords for your videos. And you can go to your competitor video and check what tags they have set and use these as keywords for your videos. It also helps you in publishing videos on your channel. You can schedule videos to be published and added to playlists. You can make bulk updates to your videos, including the descriptions. And it also helps you to create eye-catching thumbnails. Factors that make a great video. Of course, it's not only the optimization of the video that makes the video successful. It is also about the video itself. Done well, you can use your iPhone to make highly professional, cinema quality videos that are being watched by millions. As Unsane, a feature movie from film director Steven Soderbergh, proved. Let me give you some tips how to make great video. Think about composition, point of view and lighting first. Composition is about how you place the different elements in the scene. Put some thought into this. Use the rule of thirds and focus on people's eyes. I'll explain the rule of thirds shortly. Point of view is the angle you are using of the lens of the camera in relation to the subject. Be creative with this. Use a low angle or a high angle and change these regularly. Lighting can make the difference to a good or a bad video. Always be aware of your light source and also know that daylight is the best light source there is. But different times during the day can give different shadow effects in the video. For instance, noon sunlight creates unflattering shadows, whereas a cloudy day can produce more softer lights. Using the right equipment is also very important in shooting great videos. Obviously, your phone can fulfill most of the camera requirements, like shooting video and recording sound. And it will give you an acceptable level of quality. Make sure the resolution settings on your phone are on 4K or 1080 HD and it's set at 24, 30 or 60 frames per second. Avoid zooming, avoid backlights and use both hands. If you want to up the quality to professional, then you may want to use a high quality DSLR camera and additional gear like a tripod and a microphone. The Rode Lavalier microphone is a great mic that you can attach to your iPhone and your collar. It gives excellent quality sound and you can overlay that sound over the sound file of your video. Earlier I promised you I was going to explain the rule of thirds. They are part of the basic rules of composition. The rule of thirds is a compositional rule that suggests dividing the image into thirds and placing the subject on one of those sides instead of in the center. It is one of the most important composition techniques used by professional photographers. But there are others as well. For instance, using balance and symmetry in your video or apply leading lines in your video. These lines direct the viewer to a particular section of the screen. Finally, as I mentioned before, a simple rule is to focus on the eye. It gives a point of focus. Monetizing your YouTube channel. There are various ways that you can make money with YouTube, but it depends on how strong your subscriber base is and how many views you get on your channel. If you are qualified, then you can participate in Google's AdSense program, which means that you can get revenue from ads being placed before or during your videos when people watch them. This works very well and many publishers on YouTube get a significant revenue stream through this channel. You can also try to get sponsorships for your channel. This can take the form of brand or product sponsorship for which you will get paid. You can also look into affiliate marketing. With this, you can advertise products from your affiliate partners on your channel and you would get a percentage of the sales that comes in through your channel. And finally, if people like your videos, then they may commission you to make videos for them. As I mentioned before, you need to have a strong channel to qualify for Google's AdSense program, which means you need to have at least 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. To sign up for AdSense, you need to go to the old version of Creative Studio and click on Channel and Monetization. You can set the monetization preferences and which video you want to run the ads with. If you qualify, Google will then approve your request and you are ready to start earning money with YouTube. Here are the key takeaways of this lesson. YouTube has recently launched a new version of YouTube Studio called YouTube Studio Beta. Getting views and subscribers on your YouTube channel is based on your video, the quality and optimization of your channel, and how you promote your channel. Composition, lighting, and point of view are important contributors to the quality of your video. And you can make money with YouTube through advertising, sponsorships, and commissioned work.
Welcome everyone, this is Rob Sanders and welcome to today's webinar, YouTube advertising. So today we're going to talk about YouTube advertising. So thanks again, I'm Rob Sanders and I'm with Simply-Learn, and let's get started. And we're going to do a little role playing here, and let's just say you're an advertiser and you're not sure where you want to advertise your products. You have a product that you want the entire world to see. Well, if you want to advertise your products, and let's just say you have some really good video of your product that you want to get out there. Really, there's no other place to look to than one place in particular is YouTube. Hence the reason why we're doing this webinar, because today we're going to talk about all things YouTube advertising. And for those that don't know, YouTube is owned by Google, and a lot of what you're going to do is advertise on YouTube via Google Ads. So today we're going to talk about YouTube advertising, and we're going to focus somewhat on Google Ads. So buckle up and let's get started with why is advertising on YouTube a good idea? So why is it a good idea? Well, If you haven't been on YouTube of late, you should check it out, youtube.com, and just take a look at the vastness of videos that are on YouTube. Now, YouTube is a video platform, but if it was a search engine, it'd be the second largest search engine in the world, only behind its parent company, Google. So it's a very big platform with a lot of videos, and hence there's some good search functionality on YouTube. So you can look at it as a search engine. There's 1.9 billion and growing logged in visitors on a monthly basis. So you have a lot of people that go to YouTube and watch videos on a daily basis. Okay? It has local versions in more than 91 countries. So if you're an advertiser who's focusing on a specific market, or you're in a different market with a different language, you have 91 different options to hone in on. Okay, so a little bit more about YouTube here, and why is advertising on YouTube a good idea? Well, most YouTube users are on mobile. Almost 70%, almost 3/4 of those that use YouTube use it from their mobile device, which is staggering, but not so staggering considering most people in the world now have mobile phones or mobile devices, and most people use their mobile devices for multiple reasons, and watching videos is one of those reasons. So mobile advertisements receive viewer attention 83% of the time. So what do we mean by that? Well, on YouTube, we have the opportunity to get your ad in front of people who are watching those videos. So if a lot of people are engaged in watching a video on YouTube and you're advertising on that particular video, well, then you're going to get some attention. And so that attention has to be in the 80th percentile. Okay, so a lot of people are going to pay somewhat attention to your ad. And it's no secret, video ads have proven to be more effective and engaging, creating greater impact. And that's just not on YouTube. I mean, that's on Facebook. That's on other platforms like Twitter, Instagram. So video is an engaging way to communicate. It's a lot better than traditional text. It's a lot better than, say, a display banner, because it's engaging. People are going to watch what you have to say. And if they like it, they're going to share. They're going to comment on it. They're going to subscribe. There's a lot of things that people can do when it comes to video advertising. So video helps expand your digital reach. So basically, if you are running those text ads and display ads, well, having video kind of adds some more arsenal to your advertising portfolio, so to speak. So if you're running just those text ads and display banners, that's fine. That's great, because you can reach a lot of people. But having video just adds another piece of the element. And because video is so engaging, you might find that even for yourself, if you're advertising different types of ads, video, display, or text, you'll find that video does have really, really expansive reach to a particular audience. And the other thing here about YouTube is YouTube helps to find a relevant audience for your ads using advanced targeting. So just like anything else that we've talked about here at Simply-Learn when it comes to advertising, whether that be Facebook or Instagram or Google Ads, we can really hone in on our audience here. And that's really important, and we'll get to that later, because when you're advertising, you want to make sure your ad is in front of the right people. And if we're talking about video and we're talking about high engagement, if you have your video in front of a really relevant audience, then chances of that audience engaging are going to be even greater. And then YouTube and video ads themselves provides a situation that can be customized to fulfill your marketing goals. And so what do we mean by that? So basically, YouTube allows us some additional features where we can customize our ads. So meaning, if our marketing goal is to just get our ad in front of millions of people, well, that's not a problem. If our marketing goal is to get people who, we want to convert, well, we can customize our marketing goal towards that as well. So just like on Facebook and some of these other platforms we've talked about, YouTube is no different. And so we could set specific marketing goals for our video ads. Some other good pointers to talk about here with YouTube. So with YouTube, just like on Google Ads, we can enable running cost-effective campaigns. And what do I mean by cost-effective? Well, meaning we can really watch our budget. We can measure how much it costs for 1,000 people to watch our video, or we can measure how much it costs for somebody to click on our video ad. We can measure the cost of when somebody clicks on our video ad and converts. How much is that costing us? So you can really run cost-effective campaigns even on YouTube. And YouTube helps determine how successful your ads with advanced analytics. So not only do we have analytics on the YouTube side of the house, but we also have analytics on Google Ads. And so we can really hone in and use both platforms to really figure out exactly how our ads are performing. And then ads that have reported a 500% growth in views of the channel's other videos. So basically you can see growth in views just by advertising on YouTube. So let's get in now to what are the types of ads you can run on YouTube. So we discussed all the benefits of YouTube. We can go on for another 2 or 3 hours because there are plenty of benefits. But I think you get the point of YouTube being a place where you can grow, measure, and reach a custom audience. So you're already sold on YouTube. Now let's talk about those types of ads you want to run on YouTube. So depending on what goal you want to achieve with your ads, there are different types of ad formats available on YouTube. So our first set of ads evolve around building brand awareness and ad recalls. So if you're in the business of promoting your product or your brand or your service, then these are the type of ads you want to run on YouTube. Building brand awareness and ad recalls, because what it does is it's really going to get your ad out there in front of thousands and millions of people. Lots of eyeballs, lots of impressions. Impressions are the number of times your ad was seen. So ads centered around brand awareness are really ads that are going to put you out there in front of a large number of people with the goal of potentially attracting new customers and ensuring your brand is on top of their mind. So top of funnel, brand awareness is always introducing the brand, getting people familiar with the brand, and getting them to your website so that you can introduce them to your brand and service and product. So that's the whole idea behind the ads we're going to introduce behind the goal, building brand awareness and ad recalls. So let's take a look at what those are. So we can build brand awareness and ad recalls. So we call these types of ads true view for reach. Okay, so when we say true view, meaning our ad's going to appear in front of a video, and we want to make sure that that ad's in front of a lot of people. So skippable ads that will enable your brand to reach as many people in your target audience as possible at the most efficient price. So the whole idea is if we're trying to build brand awareness, then we could set it up on YouTube so that our ad appears before other videos. And that's going to ensure that our ad is going to show up in a lot of places based on the audience we target. And if we can get our ad in front of a lot of people, a lot of targeted people at an efficient price, then how can you say no to that? So these ads are skippable, have an open video length, and their bidding is based on cost per 1,000 impressions. So cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM, means that you're paying YouTube for every 1,000 people that looked at your ad. Okay, so that's what cost per 1,000 impressions, or CPM, means. That you're paying YouTube not when somebody clicks on your ad, but when 1,000 impressions occur. And an impression is when somebody looks at your ad. And so that's what you're going to be paying YouTube. You're going to be paying them for 1,000 views or impressions, basically. Okay, so the ads are skippable, but they have an open video length and it's based on eyeballs. So that's the whole goal there. When it comes to brand awareness, you want to go with a CPM model. That ensures you're getting your ads in front of lots of people to accumulate impressions and paid by impressions. So this is what the ad looks like. And now we're going to talk about the type 2 ad that you can run on YouTube. And we call these bumper ads. So they're non-skippable ads with which you can share your brand's message in 6 seconds to drive reach and impact. So we've all seen these videos before, and I'm going to share an example with you here. When you're on YouTube, you really can't get to that video that you really want to watch until you watch a few seconds of that video ad. And so that's what these bumper ads are. They allow you to really make sure that your ad is in front of that target audience still. It's still paid by impressions, but you know that your ad's going to run for a few seconds. And the idea behind that is really you want to get your message out there, and it really does help to drive reach and impact. And so let's take a look at an example on YouTube of what a bumper ad looks like. So here's an example of a bumper ad on YouTube. Again, it's only 6 seconds, but this example is pretty popular on YouTube. It's been viewed a lot, and we're just going to take a quick look at this video here. This video has 6 seconds, but the whole point is to really look at the ad's purpose. And so if we hit play, so that was it. That was the ad, 6 seconds long. It appears in front of other videos as an advertisement. And the whole point of these bumper ads is really you have to get your message out there quickly because the video is going to start, and you want to really make sure that your message is being delivered, and you want to keep, in this case, maybe keep users guessing as to what it is. And so this is why it's a highly effective ad. You know, you got a diver jumping off a diving board into a pool that is basically drying up over a period of time. And so for curiosity, the old saying is curiosity kills the cat. A lot of people are probably going to click on that ad to figure out what is the subject, what are we all talking about here. And really the point of the video was to bring awareness about global warming, but that's it. That's a 6-second bumper ad example. And you really, if you're going to run bumper ads, you want to make sure that you get your message out there. So it has to have really high impact. Okay, so again, they're non-skippable. They have to be of 6 seconds, and their bidding is based on, again, cost per 1,000 impressions. So it gives you a chance to get that ad out there in front of a lot of people. Again, you're paying, on a CPM model, you're paying Google for every 1,000 impressions. Okay, so could be 1,000 different eyeballs looking at that ad. So if it's high impact, you know, if it's non-skippable, then chances are you can get, you know, some clicks, some eyeballs over to your YouTube channel or to your landing page on your website. So let's take a look at this one from Alaska Airlines. Better yet, let's take a look at this example from Airbnb. I found it to be a little bit more impactful than the Alaska Air one. So let's take a look at this example actually. So
we went on vacation with a toe dipper and left with a cannonballer.
Okay, so high impact ad, great ad by Airbnb, really impactful.
We went on vacation with
kids playing. You have your logo on the bottom right corner of the video, and you know it gets people excited about travel. So similar to the Alaska Airlines, which we didn't look at, this one is just as good, high impactful. You know, getting people to react within 6 seconds isn't exactly a very easy thing to do. So you got to make sure these videos really resonate within the time frame that you have. So let's take a look at type 3 here. So we're talking about reservation of 15 to 20 seconds. So these particular ads can span up to 20 seconds to increase reach and make a lasting impression. So unlike the bumper ads, which are 6 seconds long, these reservation ads tend to run a few seconds longer, up to 20 seconds. Okay, so they're also non-skippable, and like I said, can be up to 20 seconds, and bidding is based on a fixed CPM. And what do we mean by fixed CPM? Well, if you're bidding on a regular CPM model, meaning that you're paying Google for every 1,000 impressions, that number could be variable, what you pay Google. In this case, the fixed CPM is fixed at a certain rate. It could be $10 for every 1,000 impressions, $20. It really depends on where you're advertising and who else is advertising. So let's take a look at some examples of a reservation ad on YouTube up to 15 to 20 seconds long. So here is an example of a 15-second ad, also called a true view ad. So you can see this ad is going to run for about 15 seconds before the video actually plays. It's non-skippable. And so let's just play this ad.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get that. Everyone loves that kind of precision. This is GMC.
Okay, so you could see the ad itself ran a little bit longer than your traditional or your 6-second non-skippable version. And the 15-second, allows you to get, more of the message out there, still high impactful, but allows us to get the message out there with a little bit longer of a video, and that's non-skippable. So it's going to run for its entirety up to 15-20 seconds before the video actually starts playing. So let's now turn our attention to the fourth type of ad you can run on YouTube. And that fourth type is an outstream video ad. And so these ads are going to reach users wherever they're watching, regardless of the site or application. It's the whole point of the outstream. We want to be able to get our ads out there regardless of the site or application. Okay, so these ads are also non-skippable, and they can be 15 to 20 seconds long, and their bidding is based on viewable cost per 1,000 impressions. And so what do we mean by viewable cost per 1,000 impressions? What we mean by viewable cost per 1,000 impressions is basically if you're paying for ad impressions measured as viewable, you can use this model. And basically what that means that an ad is counted as viewable when 50% of your ad shows on screen for 1 second or longer, or plays continuously for 2 seconds or longer. So there's some criteria about the viewable, but you're definitely paying for impressions. You're just paying when those impressions showcase the ad 50% or longer, or for 1 second or longer for other type of video ads. Or it plays continuously for 2 seconds or longer for video ads. So if it plays in short, if it plays for longer than 2 seconds, then you're going to pay for that impression. And so that's going to count as an impression, and that's viewable for 1,000 impressions. So if you get basically your ad to show for 2 seconds or longer, then that's going to count as an impression. So for example, with the viewable CPM, for example, if you bid on 1,000 viewable impressions and you pay for impressions that are measured as viewable, an ad is counted as viewable again when 50% of your ad shows on the screen for 1 second or longer for display ads and 2 seconds or longer for video ads. So that's basically what it's about. So really the key number here with viewable CPM is 2 seconds or longer. That's the difference between regular 1,000 impressions CPM and viewable 1,000 impressions VCPM. So let's talk about the next type of ad format you can run on YouTube, and the next one is masthead. And so masthead is unique in that basically they only run for 24 hours. Okay, so and they run on YouTube's homepage. So you can imagine the amount of reach that you can have by advertising on YouTube's homepage. So they're highly visible. Okay, they can run on multiple devices, desktop, app, mobile, and basically these ads sit at the top of YouTube's homepage. So there are fixed cost per day pricing involved, and so the best thing to do is to contact YouTube if you're interested in advertising on YouTube's homepage. So that's the masthead advertising, and basically these ads are non-skippable. They have an open length, and again, their bidding is based on fixed price per day. So here's an example of what the masthead looks like on the homepage. So you can see here, this is that GMC ad. Okay, you can see that they have a video supported with a banner and call to action ad there. And so what YouTube is actually experimenting with are different ways for advertisers to buy masthead ads. Okay, so it's these ads are very prominent. So it's basically YouTube is now offering the option to buy masthead ads on a cost per 1,000 impression basis. So they're playing around with that cost format. So just keep in mind that this is a recent change by YouTube. So traditionally it's cost per day, but now they're actually offering the option for advertisers to buy a masthead ad on a CPM basis. So just keep that in mind. You do have the option here. So at the end of the day, if you're interested in masthead ads and having your ads show up on YouTube's homepage for 24 hours, I would still contact Google and ask them about, hey, I want to pay cost per 1,000 impressions. So YouTube is actually offering up that option on pricing model. So the second set of ads we're going to focus in on are centered around this strategy of growth, consideration, and interest. And the whole idea behind growth, consideration, and interest is really we want to get our ads in front of people who could be potential customers, but we want to influence them. Okay, we want to influence them at a point in time when we think they're going to be most receptive to our message. So that really means getting our ad out in front of the right audience at the right time, because the message we put out there is going to be centered around, getting them to not only take notice of our brand, but potentially take action. So it's moving our audience a little further down that funnel. So really, growth, consideration, and interest, it's all about placing your ad, your message in front of that potential customer when you think they're going to be most receptive to the messaging you're putting out. So that's what growth, consideration, and interest is. So let's go back and look at, let's talk a little bit more about those TrueView ads. So TrueView ads are one of the most popular ways of advertising on YouTube. So if you're interested in, getting growth, getting leads, getting conversions, you might want to think about some TrueView ads, because basically these ads can run before, during, or after videos on YouTube. Or you can run them on video partner sites and applications. Again, if you're interested in driving not just brand awareness, but clicks to your site. So if you're interested in driving impact for your brand or products, you might want to focus on the TrueView in-stream ads. Again, these are the traditional ads you've probably seen before on YouTube that run before, during, or after a video. And these ads are skippable. So you're likely to have seen the skip ad call to action button. They have an open video length, and their bidding is based on cost per view. So you're paying when somebody views your ad. And so what does that mean, cost per view? Well, let's break that down. Cost per view bidding is the default way to set the amount you'll pay for a TrueView video ad. So when are you actually paying? Well, you're paying when somebody views your video. But there's a threshold here. So a view is counted on YouTube when someone watches at least 30 seconds of your video ad. Or if it's shorter than 30 seconds, and let's just say it's 20 seconds, then that's going to be considered a view. So 30 seconds is the number here you need to be concerned about when you're running a cost per view model. So if you have a video that's 1 minute long and they watch 30 seconds, it's considered a view, and that's what you're going to pay. You're going to pay cost per view. So that's what the cost per view model is, and that's really the default model with TrueView ads. Whether that be before the video, during the video, or after the video, it's cost per view. So let's talk about the other type of TrueView ad, and that's the TrueView Discovery. And so basically what TrueView Discovery is your ads are placed in YouTube search results next to related videos or on the YouTube homepage. So you're getting your ad discovered more or less, throughout YouTube, and including the YouTube homepage. So here's an example of what that looks like. And so let's jump over to YouTube and take a look at that. So if I do type in, let's just say surfing, I may scroll down and I may see some ads. I may not see some ads. So basically, if you see an ad, it's going to have ad next to it. And so that's when you know your ad is being discovered on YouTube. And so here in this example, we don't see any ads showing up here. So remember, those TrueView Discovery ads are going to have something with the ad next to them. That way you know it's an advertisement, and they're going to be found in the search results on YouTube's homepage or any page where you're actually searching. Okay, third set of ad types center around driving action. And so the whole point of driving action is getting that potential customer to actually take action on the ad that they see. So in the case of videos, we're going to have some call to action, stronger call to action to get these folks over to the website to purchase or download or, sign up for a newsletter or do something you want them to do in terms of your business model. So if your business model is selling a product, then the whole point of driving action on your ad is getting them to buy your product. So the whole point of driving action is making it easier for customers to take meaningful actions that you can measure. So the ads we're going to introduce are centered around getting potential customers to take action. Okay, so that's what driving action is, further down the funnel and getting folks to react to your ad so that they can take the action that's aligned with your business. Talking about TrueView ads now. And so again, these ads, discovery can show up on search results, on YouTube's homepage. You have your traditional in-stream TrueView ads where they show up before, during, or after. And then here you have TrueView for Action. And so these TrueView for Action ads are video ads to drive any action that's important to your business. So again, it goes back to that marketing strategy. So the ads we looked at early on were about impressions. So a lot of the cost models for a lot of the ad types were cost per 1,000 impression. And notice now that, it's now cost per view for TrueView ads. And you want to be on a different model when your marketing strategy is more aligned with getting people to take action. That's important to your business. For example, shopping or buying something or getting a quote or downloading something. So if that's your marketing goal, you want to go with a TrueView for Action if that's what's important to your business, because these ads are intended to get users to interact with a clickable button that leads to your site. So that's the whole idea behind TrueView for Action type ads. Okay, so these are skippable, they have an open video length, and their bidding is based on cost per acquisition. So CPA, different cost model. So let's now talk about what CPA is. So the cost per acquisition model is, in this case, since we're trying to drive action, we're going to pay when somebody actually takes that action. So if somebody actually does shop and they spend $20, then basically you're going to pay for that acquisition. So basically, if it's to download something, whatever it costs for you to get that person over and they actually download, that's what you're going to pay. So cost per acquisition is really a model based on action. So when somebody actually performs that action, that's when you're actually going to pay Google. So that's what CPA is, and that's what the YouTube TrueView for Action ads are all about, trying to drive action. So let's talk about the universal app campaign for video. And so this is all about driving action as well. So these ads promote your app on YouTube. So where your ads are more likely to be clicked and your app downloaded. So again, targeting an audience, and really it's about, getting people to look at your application, your mobile app. So that's what these ads are all about. They're about promoting your mobile app on YouTube. Okay, so these ads are skippable. Okay, they have an open video length. Okay, meaning you can make them as long as you want. And again, their bidding is cost per acquisition, but you also have some additional models as well. So we already talked about what cost per acquisition is, because this is a actionable based ad. So we want people to do something like download our app. But you also have another cost model here, cost per install. And you only pay when that person who watches or sees that ad clicks on it and actually does install the app. Okay. You also have another model that you can apply here, and that's the return on ad spend. And a return on ad spend basically is you're asking Google, hey, I want to make sure that if I'm going to run this type of ad, I'm getting my return on investment. Meaning if I spend $100, am I getting $101 back? So that's the return on ad spend. That's a cost per install and a cost per acquisition. So you have three models here for the universal app campaign. About some important metric for YouTube. So we've thrown around a lot of different cost models when we talked about the different types of advertising you can do on YouTube. And so with that, there's a lot of metrics. So let's go through some of these metrics here. You have views, clicks, you have view rate. So you have all these different types of metrics. And for some of you, it could be confusing. So what do I need to look at? What do I need to measure? So it really does come down to, what's important to your business. That's always first and foremost. But here we listed some of the most common metrics available to you with YouTube. Okay, so let's go through some of these. And basically a view is just, it shows the number of times people watched or engaged with your video ad. So a view rate is basically the number of views or engagement your ad receives and the number of times your ad is shown. Okay, so divided by the number of times your ad was shown into the number of engagements. So if your ad was shown 100 times and you had 1 like or 1 click, for example, then that would be 1%. So average cost per view is the average amount you pay when a viewer watches 30 seconds of your video. So remember, when you're on a cost per view model, remember 30 seconds is the magic number. So if your video is only 25 seconds, then remember that's going to be the view. So it's got to be minimum or maximum 30 seconds. If your video is under 30 seconds, it's 25 seconds or 20 as an example, then it's still going to count as a view. If it's a minute and somebody watched at least 30 seconds of it, then that's going to count as a view. So just keep in mind 30 seconds is the magic number here for the view. So if somebody watches at least 30 seconds of your video or engages with your video, that would be a cost per view. So that's the average amount you're going to pay. And watch time is basically, it measures the total amount of time people watched your video ads, shown in seconds. Okay, so it's the total amount of time. So it gives you an idea of how many minutes total your video is run. So let's focus on clicks. So clicks is a common metric across the board. It shows the number of times people actually clicked on your video. Not to be confused with the view. So view is the number of times your video was actually watched. A click is something also measurable, and it's when somebody actually clicked on it. So it's an indicator for how well your ads are doing with those who see it. And so, we want people to click on our ads. If we're running, actionable type video ads. If we're running those action type ads or universal app ads, we're going to want people to take action. Okay, if you're running ads just for impressions, that's one thing. So clicks is an important metric depending on the type of video ad you're running. So click-through rate is the number of clicks you receive from your ad divided by the number of times the ad was shown. So my ad was shown 100 times and I received 1 click, then that's 1% click-through rate. So let's talk about engagement. And engagement is the number of clicks on interactive elements, such as icons in your video ad. Okay, so that's what an engagement is here, the number of clicks on interactive elements. And then if we look at engagement rate, then any clicks on an interactive element that we receive is going to be divided by the number of times the ad was shown. So that's why we have engagement rate as well. So we want people to engage with our video. Is there something that they're doing on the video? If so, then what's the rate at which they're engaging? Earned views, so that's a number of viewers who have seen subsequent videos on your channel or watch pages after seeing your ads. So watch pages or videos on your channel, if a viewer has seen those after seeing your ad, then that's going to be called an earned view. So somebody's seen your ad and was impacted by what they saw. If we look back at the examples we shown earlier on with the global warming or the GMC or the Airbnb ads, if I saw those ads and I said, man, that's really a cool ad or that's really a good message, I'm going to go over to that watch page or I'm going to go over to that channel and see what other videos they have. When you do that, that's an earned view. And then if you can get an earned view, you're probably going to get an earned subscriber because it's the number of viewers who subscribe to your channel after seeing your ad. So again, going back to any of the ads that you've ever seen, if you've ever gone over to their channel and then subscribed to the channel, that's an earned subscriber. So your video ad is doing something for you. In this case, it's getting you a subscriber. So let's talk about how to create a YouTube ad. So this is going to require some access to Google Ads, and we'll go over that in a few minutes here. But first, we need to think about setting up a campaign and setting up a campaign goal. Okay, what's the goal of our campaign? So to get eyeballs, we want to pay cost per 1,000 impressions, or we want to run some actionable type ads to get people over to our website. So that really is step one. We need to identify what the goal of our campaign is. Then we need to create the ad. So we want to be able to create a video ad here that is going to show on YouTube and to our target audience. So, or whether it be a bumper ad that's only going to be 6 seconds long, we need to be able to figure out what type of ad we want to run. So here I am in Google Ads. If we're going to run a campaign on YouTube, we need to make sure that we're choosing a display campaign. And so remember, the first step is, setting up that campaign, setting up that campaign goal. So we're going to go ahead and select a new campaign here. We're going to run a new campaign. And so what's the goal of our campaign? So if we're just out to generate brand awareness and reach, that's certainly fine. If it's all about sales or if it's all about leads, then the type of video run is going to be a little bit different. So if we select brand awareness and reach, okay, here we're going to select the campaign type. And so if we select video, basically what we're doing is we're going to tell Google we want to go ahead and set up some video ads on YouTube. And so here you can see the different types of video ads we discussed today. We got your bumper ads, you got your skippable in-stream, non-skippable. So the difference being that if it's non-skippable, somebody has to watch the entirety up to 15 seconds. Okay, so we have our outstream, which is basically our viewable CPM model. So we're going to go ahead and check one of these types of campaign types or ad types. So we're going to click continue, and then once we do that, we're going to get prompted to move forward with selecting our ad. So you can see here, after I set up my campaign, now I'm just going to go through some of the settings for my ad, and I'm going to give it a campaign name, a budget, okay, when it starts or ends, the bidding strategy. So again, we're going to focus on cost per 1,000 impressions, and then here's the network. So this is an important selection here. So we're dealing with YouTube videos. So we'll also have the option to select video partners on the display network. So that means that if you want your video to show on websites that want to host ads in video format, then you can select this option here. Notice you also have this option available if you're running certain types of ads on YouTube. We're running those bumper ads, so bumper ads aren't available on search results. So I'm going to stick with the video partners, okay, YouTube videos, and here we can get into some other specifics like language, country, the type of inventory. So here you can see the default is standard inventory, so that means that this is what Google recommends. We want to show our ads on content that's appropriate for most ads. Okay, so we can go expanded or limited. So we're going with the recommended here. Okay, and then when we go down, we're going to have an ad group. So when you create an ad campaign, you can have an ad group. So with an ad group, that means that we can have more or less a video in every ad group we have, but we have to have at least one ad group. So we're going to go ahead and set up, this ad group here. And here's where it gets interesting and important, because here is where we can start targeting our audience. So here we got demographics. Okay, so we can choose gender, age, parental status, household income. Okay, we can focus in on audiences if we want to, so we can choose a specific audience that we've set up. We can get some ideas or browse specific audiences. We could also choose a specific placement. So here you have YouTube videos, or we can go with YouTube specific channels, okay, or we can even be on apps. Okay, we have to set a bid for our target CPM, and once we do that, basically it's all up to now for us to add our video ad. And so remember, in this example, we're going to the bumper ad, so we're looking at about 6 seconds. And once we do that, then that's pretty much the campaign. But I just want to stress here that when you're setting it up, ahead of time, you want to make sure you identify what the campaign goal is. And then that's going to align with the type of video you're going to run. And then once you choose that type of video, then it just comes down to where you want that ad to be and who you're targeting. So it's really crucial here that you go through these steps and these options very closely. So because you want your video to show in front of the right audience on the right placement. So let's talk about how you can optimize your YouTube ads. So once you get your campaign set up, once you select your channel or the type of videos where you want your ad to be, and you select your target audience, and you're off and running with your video ad. Well, we're going to give you some tips here that you can focus on for optimizing those ads. And so going back to what I was just saying on the setup, you want to carefully define your metrics and goals. Okay, so that's step one. So when you're setting up the campaign, remember you have that option to choose the type of goal for your campaign. That can be brand awareness, it could be a sale, it could be a lead. So to me, that's a a very critical step one. So you want to make sure you align your goal with your video. And then the second is track low performing ad placements. So if we just ask Google to place our video ads anywhere they want, then it's up to us then to go through and choose the ad placements and remove them. Okay, so let me show you an example of what that means. So if I'm back in Google, I'm going to go to my campaign and I'm going to select placements, and here I can see placements, but then I'm going to select where my ads showed. And so this is important. You want to be able to scan the list of placements where the ad was shown. So if you don't like one of the placements on YouTube, you can always select it, edit it, and exclude it from the campaign or ad group. So that's really the key, is you want to be able to manage your placements properly. And when we say low performing ad placements, we mean really what's your goal. If your goal is to get sales or leads, if that placement is not converting sales or leads, then you need to remove or exclude that placement. So it's all done within the Google Ads platform. And then, you can also use a custom thumbnail image in your ad as well. It's always helpful in terms of optimization. So a couple of other pointers here to help you optimize. Okay, you want to drive people to perform a particular action with the appropriate CTA. So again, depending on the ad type, if it's a true view ad, 20 seconds long, you want to have a call to action. You want to maybe even have your domain name at the end of the video, so at least somebody knows where to go. So you always want to have a call to action with your video ad. You want to use negative targeting to specify who gets to see your ad and who doesn't. Okay, so that goes back to your settings. So you can pick and choose who your target audience is. You can pick and choose who you don't want your audience to be. Okay, as another setting, you can use closed captioning in your ads to make it more interactive. So that way people can actually see or read what the ad's all about, just to make it a bit more interactive. Okay, you can always perform A/B testing on your ads. So if you have one ad version, you can create another one just to see which one performs better. Testing is always a positive. Okay, so if you're paying too much, maybe think about reducing your bids. So if you remember, we set a $10 CPM bid. That may be too much. Maybe we don't need to pay $10. So we can always reduce our bids at the ad group level. So reduce bids in areas where you see lower performance. So in other words, you don't want to pay a lot for poor performance. You can also use remarketing to re-engage with customers. So if somebody views your ads and doesn't take action, you can always retarget that person to show your ad, even another ad format. It could be text ads or display ads. But if somebody looked at your video and they didn't take the action you preferred them to take, then you can always retarget them with another ad. So that's a good way to optimize. Okay, so we want to make sure the ad has content that viewers would find relevant. Okay, that really, you want to make sure that your ad is with the end viewer. You don't want to put out an ad that isn't going to give somebody, a good feeling after they watched it. Okay, so you want to make sure viewers find the content relevant. So if they don't find it relevant, then that means your engagement rate and your engagement is probably going to be low. So you want to take a look at those metrics that we viewed earlier: engagement rate, engagement, and if they're low, then you probably need to look at the content of the ad. So try to make sure your ad conveys your brand's message in the first 6 seconds. So that's why bumper ads to me are so critical, because you got to get the entirety of the ad and make it impactful. And so with any ad you run, any video ad you run, you really want to make sure that that message is conveyed at the very beginning, early as possible. Otherwise, people are going to be turned off or not engaged and just going to go ahead and skip it anyway. So you want to make sure you get the purpose of it right up front and out of the way. Okay, you can also include visual and auditory components in your ad that can make it more memorable to the viewers. Okay, meaning music or other cool visuals. Okay, so again, you want to be able to play around and test different ads. And you want to be able to measure the ad performance based on the metrics we discussed. I mean, click-through rate, engagement rate, all of those are indicators whether the ad is of good quality or not with the end user. And when I say good quality, I mean, do they find it engaging? Do they find it interesting? If so, they're going to click. And if you don't have good click-through rates or good engagement rates, then you definitely want to try doing something different to the ad, like adding those audio components or other visuals that could be appealing to the end user. So go ahead and test some of those out with A/B testing, because you have nothing to lose but higher or lower engagement rates or lower click-through rates. So you want to be able to improve those metrics. Improving those metrics means trying some different components on different ads. So let's take a look at a case study, if you will, and let's focus on Superdry. So they're a good success story on YouTube. So Superdry leaned on some YouTube advertising to help lift one of their products. So in September last year, 2018, Superdry, if you're not familiar with the brand, they're centered some Asian markets, European markets, and they focus in on clothing, all different styles and sizes and genders, from jackets to jeans to t-shirts. And so they're a global brand. They really wanted to take a different approach here. And their approach was they wanted to focus in on sales. They wanted to see if video can help lift them with sales. And so what they've done is they set up some campaigns on YouTube, and their focus here was on jackets. And jackets to specific ages across the board, all genders and interests. And so what they did was they wanted to take advantage of all the different ad types that YouTube had to offer. And let's take a look at one of those ads here. So if we go to YouTube, and let's just take a look at this 1-minute ad here, 53-second ad by Superdry.
I'm ready now. Superdry and Paige Cakey. This is the jacket you're raving, the jacket you're waiting, the jacket you're pulling, the jacket you're play, pout and posing. You'll take 5 in this jacket. You'll want to find this jacket. I washed the jacket. It's ruined. It's your dos at a mate's. Take away 3 AM plates. Catch your breath, not your death, in this jacket. It's the jacket you're preening. Be seen in. You're chilling, feel reeling. It's the jacket you're hiding. You're vibing. Love, live and thriving. This is the jacket. The jacket that will get you through.
So that's the video that Superdry ran. You could see that, it had some particular goals there. And so Superdry is pretty well known, so it probably wasn't built around brand awareness per se. It was probably growth consideration and interest, and also driving action. Okay, so pretty cool video. It was definitely not a bumper ad, because bumper ads are 6 seconds. So it was definitely a true view, probably take action. And so whatever ads they actually did run specifically, they did see a lift. And so we kept pulse on Superdry's account, and these videos actually had 4.8 million views. And so cool video, ran for 53 seconds, not a long time, not a short time. Was able to, target their audience, a younger crowd. You noticed in the ad, they had different jackets, both female and male, different gender types. So they were messaging a very broad audience of gender. Some younger people is who they were targeting. So younger people tend to slant on YouTube, and so they were able to get some nice views out of it, 4.8 million. But the more important thing is because these videos were to drive action. And so they were able to see a 4-to-1 ratio on return on investment. And as a result, these jackets saw a 138% increase in brand lift. The jacket ad. So it was a pretty successful campaign. See as well, choreographed, good audio, good video, just well professionally done. And they probably were able to now get a few more loyal customers under their belt because of this ad alone. So that's the power of video, okay? So you're able to know who your target audience is. You can go out and target them with a cool video. And given that YouTube is vast, then you can really take advantage of a lot of their ads. So what they probably did, again, was those TrueView in-stream ads with a cost per view through a skippable video ad format. And they also use the shoppable ad format. So that is another option on YouTube. So they took advantage of all YouTube had to offer. in terms of who they were trying to target, the length of the ad, and given that their product or selling a product or promoting a product, they will take advantage of the TrueView shoppable ad format, which basically lists your products alongside the actual video ad. And so this is just a good case study. Superdry will probably do this again based on the numbers that they're reporting. And so basically that's the power of YouTube. Getting out in front of your audience with a really good video ad, targeting an audience, taking advantage of different formats.
Hey guys, welcome to this video on YouTube Ideas for 2021. YouTube is the social media platform that needs no introduction. Launched back in the year 2005, YouTube was a fresh breath of air for the people who were slowly becoming aware of the hype that surrounded the internet. Several other platforms like Dailymotion, Vidme and Vimeo, which admittedly have their own fans, have tried to stand up against the behemoth that is the YouTube and failed. Slowly but surely, marketers began to realize the enormous potential that YouTube offered. They could add small advertisements like they do in the cable TV, they could show banner ads and do much more, and all of the thanks to the robust advertisement features that Google already offered. If you're not already sold on why it's important to advertise on YouTube, here are some facts that might change your mind. YouTube has more than 2 billion users across the world. A good fraction of that audience could be shown your product and could turn from users to customers. Next important fact is that 8 out of 10 marketers consider YouTube to be one of the best platforms to advertise their products and services. Followed by that, people watch 1 billion hours of YouTube per day. As you watch this video, you are contributing to that number. Next, 62% of the business use YouTube to post content. This could be just videos on their products, tutorials, event announcements, and much more. 70% of the YouTube watch time comes from mobile. This means that when you create an advertisement for YouTube, you keep the mobile users in your mind. And finally, 90% of the people say that they've discovered new products or brands on YouTube, which means that by posting on YouTube, your brand awareness is highly likely to increase. Now, let's talk about the video ideas. The first one is behind the scene videos. These videos give you the opportunity to showcase your audience how your business or brand operates. A creatively made video on the inner workings of your business will show off a more human side of your brand and make you more relatable to your audience. It is also guaranteed to get you loads of views and engagement. Here's an example how Amazon showcases the warehousing and distribution aspects of its products. It takes the viewers into the factories and involves the various people working there. This shows to the audience that even a large organization like Amazon, how each individual has an important role to play in the overall process. Next we have the company culture. A video that highlights your company culture will tell the audience what your business goals are, what its values are, and why it exists. It can also focus on the various people who make sure the company works in the way it does. This can help better connect with your audience. Here's an example, a company culture video created by GoDaddy, the popular domain registrar. The video talks about how GoDaddy creates a fun, inclusive, and energetic environment for its employees. It includes interviews of employees talking about why they enjoy working in GoDaddy so much, and this helps the audience relate with the company and could also catch up the interest with some potential job seekers. Next we have the third idea, that is the marketing team. A brand is nothing without the people working behind it, and that's where these videos come in. These videos will help shine a light on the people who create the products that the audience knows and loves. This helps create a personal connection with the audience. These individuals can end up becoming mascots for your brand. Here's an example of Meet the Team focusing on Olympus Group. The video goes into the history of Mascot Maker's brand and the people that make it a grand success. The light-hearted tone of the video also greatly helps with making it more relatable. Now we have number 4, product showcase or announcement. A product showcase video aims to show the features and benefits of the brand's latest offering to its audience. These short, concise videos can inform the audience about everything they need to know about the new product or service. A product announcement video, on the other hand, can be used to give the audience a more detailed look into the product or service than the product showcase. It can include comparisons to older versions or competitors. The aim of such video is to show customers how the new product works and why they need it. Now, this video needs no introduction. Apple's iPhone videos have always been short but smooth, sleek and concise representations of what the product would be like. Next, at number 5, we have event announcements. These videos can build a hype regarding an upcoming event. It will also give you the opportunity to engage with your audience and build their interest. This promo video for the Data Innovation Summit 2020 hypes up the event, boasting the greatest minds in the tech, the most innovative companies, and much more. The next video idea we have at number 6 is the explainer videos. These videos are aimed to tell users how a particular product or a service works. These tend to be much more useful than wall of text explaining how something works. They also have an added advantage of simplifying complex concepts and features to your audience. For example, we have our own video on digital marketing. We cover a number of different concepts like SEO, social media marketing, search engine marketing, and more on a visual manner, making it more likely to grab the attention of a viewer. Next, at number 7, we have tutorials. Tutorial videos give users some actionable insights and knowledge that your users can learn from. These videos aim to be guides to information, complex concepts, hints, tips and tricks relating to your industry. Here we have our own digital marketing course video as an example. Unlike the previous example I mentioned, this video goes into much more detail regarding each of the concepts of digital marketing. On that note, if you guys are interested in learning about digital marketing, I suggest you start from this video. It's a great one to get started with. Now, on the next video idea at number 8, we have the product tutorial. A product tutorial video will take your audience through the various features of your product offers alongside its intricacies. It can also detail some additional insights about your product. You can also explain the best way the product can be used. Here's a video of how the meditation app Headspace explains the app's usage with an interesting and creative animated video. Now, let's go ahead with number 9. At the number 9, we have the webinar. A webinar, thanks to its nature, provides your brand with loads of opportunities to interact with your audience. They are usually very accessible and easy to make. They are also very cost effective and can be reused as video content after the session is complete. Here's an example of Simplilearn's webinar, where we talk to the industry experts regarding a wide variety of topics while involving the audience by having the guest answer the audience questions whenever possible. Next, at number 10, we have the live streams. Live streams for an event will help build excitement and hype for the event. It can be advertised on other social media platforms to generate some hype as well. These videos can also help you bring up your product to a larger audience and at a reduced cost. Here's an example of a live stream that constantly keeps a track of subscribers increasing for some of the most popular YouTube channels. Next, at number 11, we have AMA or Ask Me Anything sessions. The AMA or Ask Me Anything sessions are usually live streams or pre-recorded sessions that feature questions collected from the audience. Although it originated from Reddit, these videos are finding a success on YouTube thanks to the interactivity that it offers. These sessions can also give your audience the opportunity to interact with you, provide suggestions, feedback, and much more. Here's an example of AMA session with the actor Matt Damon, where questions covering a wide variety of topics collected from Reddit were answered by him. Next, at number 12, we have interviews. Interviewing someone interesting or of an authority within your niche can go a long way to grow your audience. These sessions are doubly advantageous too. Firstly, you and by extension your audience get to interact with an industry stalwart, and since this video can be shared on your channel as well as theirs, you can expose your channel to a brand new audience. Here's an example of an interview between Marcus Brownlee, a popular tech YouTuber, with Bill Gates. The interview covers a wide variety of topics and maintains a pleasant theme throughout. Let's now go to number 13, testimonials. A testimonial video helps highlight the positive feedback from a client or a customer. They provide social proof and provide a unique perspective on your products and services. These videos can greatly help improve people's trust on your brand, shareability, and credibility. Here's an example of Simplilearn's testimonial video that covers a learner's journey as he grew in his career thanks to Simplilearn's certification. A video like this can be greatly relatable to the audience and even encourage some of them to take up a certification. Let's go to our next video idea, that is the number 14, whiteboard videos. A whiteboard video offers you a visually attractive way of explaining complex concepts. Usually, this involves a trained experts breaking through a complex topic on a whiteboard. Nowadays, there has also been the trend of digital whiteboard videos that work thanks to the visual style and charisma of the narrator. Here's an example of the whiteboard video Simplilearn created covering various concepts of social media marketing with the help of an engaging narrative and interesting visuals. Next up we have number 15, competitions. Competitions or contest videos give your audience the opportunity to get involved with your channel. These videos enable you to generate fresh and original content with little from your end. In an interesting example for foldable flight channel, users submitted their ideas for paper airplanes that would go to the farthest distance. The channel received a significant amount of submissions and saw considerable growth. Next we have 16, the lists. List videos are some of the most commonly found content on YouTube. Most users enjoy this type of content thanks to it being small, easily digestible, and bite-sized. These videos can cover a wide range of topics like options to choose from, the best products, techniques, and much more. The main advantage of these videos are they provide users with value while further involving them with your channel. Here's an example of a list that we have created on the top 10 skills you need to become a data analyst in the year 2021. If you're interested, don't forget to check it out. At number 17, we have case studies. Case studies talk about how your product or service have benefited clients and users. Videos like this can greatly improve relatability and making your brand seem more likable. Here's a video that analyzes Coca-Cola's marketing campaign and what it made one of the most popular brands in the world. Now, let's talk about content that may not be necessarily for a brand but for individual creators. At number 18, we have tech unboxing. These videos usually involve packages being opened for the first time. While these are fairly common for technology, these videos have also found success in fashion apparel. These videos enable the users to experience the products for the first time, sometimes even helping them decide between rival products. Here's an example of PS5 being unboxed by Marcus Brownlee, who goes into detail regarding each of its console components, controllers, and other specifications. At number 19, we have tech reviews. With tech reviews, you can talk about the various features of a particular product, what you liked about it, what you didn't, its price, and other practical information, and much more. Here we have an example of OnePlus 8 Pro being reviewed in detail, covering its many features, advantages, disadvantages, and much more. And finally, we have number 20, reaction videos. Reaction videos are exactly what the name says. You giving an emotional reaction to something like a movie trailer, music video, or TV episode. These videos encourage a large amount of engagement from the audience and make your brand seem more relatable. Here's an example of a reaction video involving teenagers reacting to the latest TikTok videos. These videos usually enable a large amount of likes, comments, and shares.
Today we're going to talk about how to increase YouTube subscribers. So with YouTube, it's all about subscribers. The number of subscribers you have on YouTube, it's just one of the key metrics to measure success. So gaining more subscribers can help you achieve more view counts on your YouTube videos. So it's all about how to get subscribers, and today we're going to talk about how to get more subscribers. And before we begin, let's just show you what we did at Simplilearn. So if we look at the past 365 days on our YouTube channel, you can see we started here back in, if we look back at March 9, 2018, we had 208. And you can see just over the course of the year, it kept creeping up, and creeping up. We've gained, a significant number of subscribers over the last year. And what's our secret? Well, it's posting posting videos. So you can see we've posted a number of videos over the course of the year, and then our subscribers have gone basically 165% over the last year. So you can see it's part of it is about posting videos, because when you post videos, you have people who can watch those videos. When you have people watch those videos, you can have engagement. And then when you have engagement, you have shares and people who like it, and then other people who see it. So it's kind of a halo effect, so to speak. So getting subscribers takes a lot more than just posting videos. And today we're going to talk about some tips to help you increase those subscriptions. And so let's start out with some of those tips. We're going to start with creating engagement and informative content. So engaging in informative content. That's where we're going to start talking today about how to increase subscriptions. Then we're going to talk about publishing videos frequently. So with Simply-Learn, you could see the past 365 days, we were consistent in publishing videos consistently throughout the month and the weeks. So another tip we're going to talk about is how to optimize your YouTube videos. So there's a lot that goes into optimization, but this is a key tip to pay attention to, because when it comes to publishing videos on YouTube, you need to align certain things like keywords and content and metadata. So optimize on our videos, we're going to talk a lot about that. Then we're going to talk about optimizing the YouTube channel. So there's some tips and tricks here you want to do to optimize your YouTube channel. Producing high quality videos, we're going to talk about that. Adding a subscriber watermark to your videos. Okay, that's another tip we're going to mention today. Engage with our audience. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to engage with our audience. That's a really key tip. And we're saving the best for last. Promote your videos in different platforms. So all of these tips we're going to talk about today. So let's get started and talk about create engaging informative content. So that's the first place we want to start. Okay, so create engaging and informative content. So if we want to gain more subscribers on our channel, we have to create highly engaging and informative content. Why? Because not our audience is not going to pay attention, and they're not going to watch the video, and then the engagement's not going to be high, and they're not going to share the video, and they're not going to tell their friends or like it. And so this is where it all starts. You have to be able to plan your content, and not only planning your content, but you got to create it so it's engaging and informative. So how do you do that? Well, let's talk about that. So the first thing is you have to know your audience. Okay, so when you create a video, who you're creating the video for? I mean, that's where it all starts. So when you're creating your content, you're creating your content for your audience. You're not creating it for the entire world. Now, we know on YouTube there's a lot of cute videos about kittens and jokes and, people playing games, and, everybody likes positive things on YouTube. But, when we're talking about a specific topic, we really have to hone in on a target audience. And so if you know who your audience is, then you can really hone in on your content. Okay, so that's the first thing. Ask yourself, who is your audience? And then build your content around that specific audience. Don't build it just for the mass general population, because it's not going to be engaging and informative. So that's the first place to start. Then you want to engage that audience with relevant content. So if you know your audience, and depending on the topic, you want to make sure that whatever the topic is, the content matches the topic. Don't veer off course. If you veer off course, you're not going to engage your viewers. Your viewers are coming to watch the video for a specific reason. The reason is the topic. Okay, so if they're your target audience and they want to watch the video that's a specific topic, then the content has to align. So plan your video script. So if you know who your audience is and you know you want to engage them with relevant content, go ahead and plan the script out. So what I normally do is, have an outline, and then once I have the outline, then I go ahead and create my slides, if I will, or my topics, points I want to talk about, and then I write out those points. I want to make sure I get all my points in, and that's what you should be doing. You want to plan it ahead of time so that you can get all your relevant points across. That's what makes a video informative. Okay, you want to ensure to give maximum information to your audience. So the key here is maximum information. So you don't want to overload the audience, but then again, you don't want to cut out information. So you want to make sure that when you're planning your script and you're writing the outline, that you're making sure you include all your points that you want to get across. Once you include those points, then go ahead and, write your script and make sure all the information for all those points are in the script. That's how you're going to ensure you give maximum information. But you don't want to overdo it. So if you feel like it's too much information, information? It probably is too much information. Back off a little. Use the information to create another video. So it's all about knowing your audience. So all of these points play against one another. So be clear and use more examples in your content, just like we're doing here. Okay, just like at the beginning of this session, I showed you an example of Simplilearn subscribers over the past 365 days. And so that's what we want to do. We want to be clear, but use examples to punctuate the content or the point we're trying to get across. So we want to include sources from high quality sites. So if you're going to use examples, make sure they're from relevant high quality sites. And when I mean high quality, meaning does your audience know who that source is or that site? If it's really specific and your audience may not know, then it's probably not high quality. So just keep that in mind. Always play to your audience. So you want to start your video with an interesting hook. So again, I go back to this example. If you're still watching this, then the hook worked. We showed you our subscriptions. We showed you how we grew over the course of a year. You could see our growth, and part of it was posting a lot of videos with relevant and informative content. And so you see how we did it, so you're paying attention. You want to know how to do it. And so part of what we did is exactly what I'm telling you now. We know who our audience is. We plan out our scripts. We use good examples, and we start our videos with interesting hooks. Now, when we do our videos, we also create original content. So that goes back to planning your script. Okay, you always want to, come across as original and informative. When you do that, you're going to be engaging. But if you're leveraging somebody else's content, then the engaging part may not resonate because it's not your content to begin with. So always, always, always use original content. Okay, so keep the content flow organized. So again, that goes back to an outline. Feel free to change up the outline so the flow makes sense. Add visuals to your content and make it appealing. Always include images. To me, if you can use images in your videos and play off the video or the images, then it's just going to flow and make it a little bit more engaging and appealing, meaning the content. So visuals help guide and aid in the points you're trying to make. So don't make it so text heavy, accentuate it, balance it with some images. Use simple language and crisp sentences, meaning don't use jargon, don't come across and talk above your audience. You always want to talk to your audience and talk in a language that they're going to understand. So it goes back to point one. If you know who your audience is, you're talking to them as if they're right in front of you and not you're above them or they're below you. You want to talk at them. So add cards, end screens, and pattern interrupts to engage your audience. And so YouTube cards are just interactive panels that slide in and out when a video is playing. So it encourages interaction by the viewer. Okay, so you can add up to 5 cards, which include images, text, or clickable links. So feel free to play around with some of these features that YouTube has to offer to make your content more engaging. So tip 2, publish videos frequently. So creating and uploading videos consistently will help you increase your YouTube subscribers. So suppose you haven't published videos for more than say a month or 2 months, it's likely that audience is not going to subscribe to your channel. So think about YouTube videos as a popular TV program that comes on once a week. When a new episode comes on based on the regular schedule, it's consistency. And that consistency is what helps your users stay engaged. So for example, if I go back to our YouTube channel, what helped us gain subscribers was our consistency in publishing videos. You could see we were consistent in publishing a couple of videos a week, every couple of weeks. And so this helps users stay engaged. They know when the video is coming out. They know that Simplilearn is good for 2, 3, 4 videos a month. And the great thing about publishing videos is that when somebody does subscribe to your channel, they're going to get a notification, or YouTube has an option where they can get a notification via email. So I subscribe to Simplilearn's channel. I subscribe to other channels like Google Analytics, for example. So anytime Google Analytics publishes a video, I get an email that says, hey, Google Analytics YouTube channel just published a video. And the great thing is I'm checking my email and I'm getting this notification in Gmail. So guess what? I can watch the video right then and there just by clicking on the link in the email. I don't even have to go to the channel. But knowing that if you publish consistently and somebody does get the email once a week, then it's more likely they're going to engage, especially if the content is original, engaging, and informative. So So frequent video publishing equals more subscriptions. So according to Social Media Examiner, YouTube channels that publish videos more than once a week are performing much better. So if you can afford to publish more videos more than once a week, the chances of you gaining subscribers quicker are going to be greater. So keeping a fixed frequency can help you quickly gain more subscribers. Posting videos is almost like blogging. I always say start small. If you can do one blog post a month, and then once you get in a routine, then you can ramp up the frequency. So from one blog post, you can do 2 a month, then 4 times a month, then once a week or twice a week. Same with the YouTube videos. You want to get into a rhythm, start with once a month, then ramp it up. Okay, you'll find that the more you ramp it up, the more subscribers you're going to get. So tip 3, optimize your YouTube videos. So optimizing your videos will help your content rank higher on YouTube. So this is a must. It's not a given, it's a must. You must optimize your videos if you want people to see them. Of course, if you don't optimize, people aren't going to see them, then people aren't going to engage and then not subscribe. So it's just kind of a snowball effect. So this is an important tip. So I mentioned it at the beginning when we were going over all the items we're going to discuss. This is the one item that is a must and a given to some degree, because if you don't optimize your videos, they're just not going to be found. So you need that audience to watch your video. So audiences who tend to interact more with your content have more chance to subscribe to your channel, but they're not going to subscribe if they don't even watch your video. So there is a snowball effect in play here if we don't optimize your videos. So, okay, Rob, what are some of the tips to optimize your YouTube video? Well, let's go through some of those tips. So to ensure your videos reaches the relevant audience on YouTube, you need to optimize the title, description, and the video tag. Okay, Rob, what do you mean by title, description, and video tag? So let's take a look at that. So when you actually create your YouTube video, you're going to have an opportunity to put in a title. You're going to have an opportunity to put in a description, and you're going to have an opportunity to add tags. So those are the 3 key areas. Okay, so once you put in that, what it looks like on the front end is this. So if I go back to YouTube, and here you can see another video that we did about a month ago, you can see what is SEO. So if that's our topic, if that's our title or of the content of the video, then the title of the video is going to be what is SEO. And you can see we also added in some other content for the title. So what is SEO and how does it work? SEO tutorial for beginners, and then our brand name. So we have some content to work with for the title. Okay, and then the description, we have a lot of characters to work with description. So use as much as you can here to describe what the video is about. Here you can see we did that. And so it's always good to include this information. Okay, and then you can see we have tags up here: SEO, SEO tutorial for beginners, digital marketing. So we put in the necessary information here on this video to help us rank, because if we don't optimize it, we're not going to rank. And so you can see we just put a lot of relevant content around the description, around the title, and around those tags. By doing so, we're able to optimize this video and get found. So that's just an example. 3 of the things you can do to help optimize your YouTube video. So if you want to watch more on how to optimize meta tags, then I suggest maybe watching the other video we did on the subject, how to rank YouTube videos. So this goes into more detail about how to optimize the title, the meta description, and the meta tags. But those are 3 quick fields or areas that you can use to optimize your video. So just something to keep in mind: write a long description with keywords, timestamps, and links. So when I mean by timestamps, with timestamp, an audience can choose the section of the video that they want to look for, and then links, prefer to include relevant links of your other videos. So those are just some additional tips to help keep your content engaging. So remember, when your content is engaging, then people are going to like it, people are going to share it and watch it later. So upload a captivating thumbnail. Okay, so you want to include a thumbnail that's going to grab people's attention. You want to upload a transcript of the video. So that goes back to when you're creating your content, when you write your original content, you want to keep a transcript of the content of the video so that you can upload that as well. And then add a start screen and end screen to your YouTube videos. So that way, when somebody plays the video, they're going to see what it looks like up front. And then when you finish it, they're going to see an end screen at the end. And so you just don't want to keep it dark and black and non-descriptive. So according to Backlinko, using an exact keyword in your video title can help you with rankings. So high ranking, more views, more subscribers. So that's what I've been saying all along. You need to get these videos optimized. So again, use an exact keyword in your video title. So let's go back again to that video I just showed you a couple minutes ago. What is SEO? So here we started out with a question, what is SEO? That's the name of the title. That's our exact title of the video. That's our exact keyword. Okay, so what is SEO and how does it work? And then SEO tutorial for beginners. So what is SEO is our exact keyword. And that's part of the video. That's the content of the video. That's in the title. And we use it throughout the description as well. So using that exact keyword in your video title can help with the ranking. So whatever your topic is, your title of the video or the topic of the video, include it in the title. So Backlinko also mentions that there is a moderate correlation between a channel's total subscribers and rankings. And so for some of you, this may be common sense. It's just like organic search. If you're not ranking, you're not going to get traffic. On YouTube, if you're not ranking, you're not going to get eyeballs on your videos and you're not going to get subscribers. So higher rankings can help you to get more subscribers, but you can't get those rankings unless you optimize. And so again, just for the sake of simplicity, going back, focus in on your title. Make sure your title matches the title of the video itself. When you're publishing your description, use all the amount of content available to you. So you can see it, this entire description has a lot of content. Maximize the content and then use tags. Using those three fields, those three areas can help you optimize your video and gain the necessary ranking you need to get viewers, which will turn into subscribers. So tip 4, optimize your YouTube channel. So we just talked about optimizing our videos. Now we're going to turn our attention to our YouTube channel. So one of the easiest ways to ask your viewers to subscribe to your channel is really by creating a great YouTube channel trailer. You also want to add channel keywords, a description, and some good artwork, and then having sections and playlists to keep your videos organized. These are all good tips to creating a good YouTube channel. So let's talk about some of these tips here. So we want to give your audience a preview what your channel is offering. So this is by hooking your audience with a trailer. So you can create a trailer to, just give your audience an idea of who you are as a brand, what kind of videos you're going to be posting, and give them a kind of a taste of what the future videos are going to be like. Okay, you can even tell them your release schedule in the trailer. So you can start out by saying, hey guys, we're new to this. We're going to be posting 1 video a month, but as we get rolling, maybe 2 per month and 1 per week. Just being honest and open and talking to your audience and get them excited about future videos. That's what the trailer is all about. So you also want to keep the channel description short and interesting. So in your channel, you want to have a description of what the channel is all about, what kind of videos you're going to be posting. So in addition to the trailer, you want to write something short and interesting. Then we want to use keywords in our channel description, just like in the videos with what is SEO. We included what is SEO in the title. We included, what is SEO in the description. And so we want to be true to what our channel is. So pick keywords, not only include those keywords in the videos, but include them in the channel description. Pay attention to the first 100 to 150 characters of your channel description, because that's what's shown next to your channel in the search results. So for example, here you can see we have a description here. Simplilearn is one of the world's leading certification training providers. We partner with companies and individuals to address. And so you can see those characters, 100 to 150, are what shows up in the channel description when somebody's trying to understand and hey, Simply-Learn just uploaded this video. Who is Simply-Learn? So you want to write short, interesting channel description so that when somebody's first introduced to your video, they could see what your brand's all about. So end your description with an appropriate call to action. So short, interesting, good call to action at the end of the video. A good call to action would be, hey, check out our next video or check out our latest video. Something that's going to gauge somebody and get them to watch one of your videos. So you want to pick interesting channel art. So let's turn our attention to the Simply-Learn channel page. And here you can see we recently had reached a milestone. So recently reached the 200,000K subscribers. So 200,000 subscribers is a big achievement for Simply-Learn. We went ahead and updated our channel art. And I'm sure when we reach 500K, we'll update the artwork then too. But the point is you want to keep your channel art kind of interesting, hip, and cool. And feel free to change it out every once in a while. So you have that option in YouTube to do. I mean, it's very simple. So here you can see Simply-Learn's channel. If we go home, we got all our videos listed here. We got the About Us, something very short and interesting about us. Here's our call to action. For more information, visit Simply-Learn. So you want to make sure when you create your channel, get some good artwork in there, put your description in play, and create your first videos and get them posted up there and optimize them accordingly. Okay, so some other tips to go with that channel art and description is a profile picture relevant to your brand. So you always want to maybe put the company logo up there. Okay, so here you can see we have the company logo. Add accurate and relevant channel keywords. So if we go back to who we are, who are we? We're the world's leading certification training provider. Okay, that's who we are. Okay, we partner with companies and individuals. So we're all about training, and training is one of our keywords. So you can see at Simply-Learn, we provide online training in machine learning, AWS, Amazon Web Services, DevOps, big data, digital marketing, project management, a lot of different topics. So make sure that's included in the channel description. Feature the playlist on your homepage. So if we go back to the homepage, we can see here we have our channels. So you can see we have AI, machine learning, trending technologies, cloud computing tutorials, DevOps tutorials, popular videos, big data. We have a lot of different channels. So you want to organize your videos into different playlists. So those playlists are going to feature on the homepage of your channel. So how you organize the playlist is totally up to you, but I would certainly create a playlist for different sections. So depending on your product, your services, think about how you want to organize. Don't just stick all your videos in one playlist. Then optimize the playlist titles and descriptions for search rankings. So just like the videos themselves, just like the channel description, you have an opportunity to optimize the playlist titles and descriptions. So be very keen on aligning the right keyword with the playlist title. So here you can see programming language tutorials, project management tutorials, digital marketing tutorials. So we're very clear on how we go about choosing our titles because we want to optimize those playlist titles. Okay, we can rearrange our videos in a playlist. So we want to rearrange the videos in a way that we're maybe putting the freshest, the most newest, the video that's been published last first. So almost in descending order, if you will. So we want our users to see what video has the latest in that particular playlist. So they're seeing the most recent first. But you can rearrange your videos any way you want. Feel free to play around with it. Of course, you can also take the video that's the most popular and put that up front so people could see that first. Vice versa, you could take a video that maybe hasn't gotten a lot of views or isn't ranked particularly high. Maybe put that video up so it can get some views and some shares and likes. So how you rearrange your videos is totally up to you. Just have some rationale behind that. So choose a playlist thumbnail from a top performing video. So for example, if I go back to our YouTube page, you can see the top performing videos here. For example, this one, we got a nice thumbnail here. What is machine learning? So if I click on that, that's one of our most popular videos. So 3,000 likes on this video, a lot of views, 250,000 plus views. So have a thumbnail to go along with that particular video. So according to Backlinko, YouTube SEO ranking factors study discovered that channel keywords have a small yet significant correlation with higher YouTube search rankings. So channel keywords. So when you're optimizing your channel and you want to include keywords, start with your description. So if I go back to our channel, okay, if I go back about us, make sure your description has those relevant keywords in it. That's where it all starts. So in case you have any doubts, if you're not sure about everything we talked about on optimizing the channel, go ahead and drop a comment below, because we do respond to every comment that gets posted on our videos. So if you're not sure how to go about optimizing your channel, when you say align keywords with the channel, what does that really mean? So if you want some clarity on that, go ahead and drop us a channel. If you're not sure about the trailer video, drop us a comment. We're more than happy to expand upon the explanation of how to best optimize your channel. Okay, tip number 5, produce high quality videos. So we need to get in the habit of producing high quality videos, because viewers don't prefer to watch videos that have poor audio and video quality. It's just that simple. You need to know what it takes to produce high quality videos. If you don't, you're just going to discredit. You're not going to come across as relevant. You're not going to come across as qualified, professional. There's a lot of things attached to poor quality videos. So we need to create high quality videos for the end user. So let's talk about some ways in which you can create high quality videos. And so the first is to avoid any noise in the background. So you want to have a nice quiet atmosphere, no distractions, so people can hear you clearly and only you clearly. You want to use good audio recording equipment. There's plenty of options available on the internet. Usually I would recommend going with something paid, not overly expensive, because you get what you pay for. So if you use something free, it might not be of good quality, and you might not have all the features and bells and whistles with a free option. So, use good audio recording equipment. Again, it could be online or it could be some software. Just make sure that you're able to produce good high quality video and audio. So when you do purchase that audio recording equipment, you want to have something similar to an input volume meter. That way you can see whether your audio is coming across or not. So if you're not seeing green lights, then your audio is not coming across. If it's red, it might be distorted. And so you want something that's going to signify that you're really pushing out good quality audio. You want to create your videos in 1080 pixel size. Okay, that's HD. And so you want to have at least minimum 1080. So anything less than that, it's probably going to come across as not so good. Maybe staticky, blurry, not professional, not high def. So you want to create a high def video, and 1080 is about the minimum you want to go. And then you want to plan your video script before filming. So it goes back to some of the other points I made earlier. You always want to have a video script available so you know what you're saying when you're recording your audio. That way you're not doing something on the fly. And then you want to use good lighting for video recording. So you don't want to be in a dark place. You want some nice lighting so your video comes across well lit. People could see you. They're not struggling to strain their eyes on what it is you're trying to show and appear because of poor lighting. Again, it just comes across as professional. So if you can, shoot a high def video with good audio, speaking clearly, having a professional script with some good lighting, then people are going to take you serious and they're going to start to listen and engage and see the video as good quality and very relevant and informative and share it. So use slow motion and jump cuts wisely. So there's some features you could do with your video. Using slow motion and jump cuts are some of the features you can use to accentuate your points. And then set up a green background for recording. Again, this is for making sure that the video part of it comes across in good quality. And stabilize your video recordings with a tripod. That way you're not moving your video camera all around and again it's coming across as shaky and poor quality. Shoot horizontal videos. You don't want to go vertical. It tends to cut the screen. So you want to stay horizontal so that people can see everything that should be included in the video. Okay, you want to capture a wider shot using a clip-on lens. Again, Again, a good feature, a good tip to use that wider shot. Okay, so you could do that using a clip-on lens. And then choose good video editing software. I can't state this enough because you're putting all this time and effort into a video. You need to be able to edit it, to cut out, some of the things you didn't want to say, or maybe some poor quality, or you just want to have a smooth, professional output for your video. And so you gotta have good video editing software. There's plenty of options available on the internet. Again, I would go with something low cost but paid. Usually free isn't exactly the way you want to go if you're trying to create a high def, good quality video. And at the very least, review your work before publishing. I just said it a minute ago. I'll say it again. You want to be able to have a really professional video in high def. When you have a good professional video in high def with good audio, horizontal shots, nice green background image, nice, well lit, it's going to come across as professional. And if you have a professional video, then people are going to take you seriously. They're going to see you as a professional, and then share or subscribe and like, and then they're going to watch more videos. And that's how you start to build up a reputation as being a very professional organization. So just following these simple tips on producing high quality videos. So you want to review your work, because if you don't, you put all that effort into it, and then you're going to realize, hey, your video is low quality, and then you're going to have to do it all over again. So follow these tips, get a high quality video, and you should be on your way to ranking. In fact, according to Backlinko, YouTube preferably ranks HD videos. So you got to have that 1080 pixel size. That way, your video is going to come across crisp and clear, and YouTube prefers that. Tip 6, add a subscriber watermark to your videos. So this is a great feature in YouTube. So it's a feature that allows you to add a watermark that can be shown on all your videos. The reason why you want that watermark, because you want to keep reminding your audience to subscribe to your channel. The watermark can be whatever you want, but normally it's going to be some type of logo or brand and a call to action. And so how do you add a watermark to your video? Well, you log into your YouTube account. It's pretty simple. At the top right corner, you're going to select your Creator Studio icon, and then you're going to go to Channel, select Branding, and then add a watermark to your video. So if we look at that in YouTube, so here, Creator Studio, on the left side navigation, I'm just going to click Channel, then I'm going to click Branding, and then once you click Branding, you have the ability to add your watermark, and then you can add it to the entire video, at the end of the video, at a specific start time, and then just click Update, and that's pretty much it. So you want to be able to add this so that you can brand your videos with an image and then add that CTA. So this is a good feature for YouTube. It allows you to be consistent with all your videos by branding and adding that call to action. Tip 7, engage with your audience. So you want to be able to interact with your audience as much as possible. Just because it's a video and you can't see people doesn't mean you can't engage with them. So when you interact with your viewers, especially when you interact with them immediately, there's gratification. Everybody likes to be responded to. Nobody likes to be ignored. And so when somebody is responded to, there's a higher chance that your viewers are likely to going to become customers. It's just customer service is how you really want to look at this. Okay, so when you engage, you're creating a service for your customers. So here are some tips on how to engage with your audience. So first is at the end of every video, convey a thank you message to your viewers. Thank you for spending the time out of your busy day to watch this video. Some of our videos go an hour plus long. And so when somebody's taken an hour to watch a video, it's only the least you can do is thank them. Now, you can thank them and give them some information about where to go for more information. Because if they watch the whole video, they're already engaged and they're probably going to want to learn more. So you always want to follow up the thank you with where to go for more information, just like our videos always convey at the end. Okay, you always want to ask your audience for their feedback or ideas on the video. So with YouTube, there's a comment section, and you always want to encourage comments. So comments can be in the form of feedback. So as you're watching this video, feel free to leave feedback on other ways to engage with your audience or some other tips to increase your subscribers subscribers on YouTube. So we're always looking for those ideas. We want to keep it engaging. So somebody may have some other ideas that we didn't think about. And so we always appreciate that from our audience. So we very much appreciate the feedback that our audience gives us. So not all the feedback is always going to be positive. Some of the feedback could be less than positive or even negative. There could be mistakes. So the idea behind getting feedback is you want to look at it, you want to read it, and you want to react to it. You want to react to it positively in the form of, a thank you for the feedback and looking at the feedback, weighing it, and incorporating the feedback. So you don't always want to make the same mistake twice in a video. So if there's something definitely wrong with the video that we're doing, for example, and somebody looked at it and gave us feedback on it, we'd definitely take a deep look into that and try not to do the same mistake twice, because likely that user is going to watch the video again. So you always want to learn from your mistakes, okay? And you want to turn those mistakes or turn those comments into future videos, okay? So create videos based on your commenter's request. The audience is giving us feedback. We should take that as positive, and sometimes that's creative. Sometimes there's ideas for more videos. Okay, you always want to ask questions to your audience and reward excellent commenters. So we try to ask questions in our videos, and when users respond with their answer, if there's an excellent comment or excellent answer, we can reward them. Reward them in the form of, say, some type of gift card or gift certificate or promotion or something. There's always some way to incentivize somebody who provides excellent feedback. You can always give emoji hearts. There's so many emojis out there that you can use emojis just to engage with your audience based on the feedback they're giving. The point is, if your audience is taking the time to give feedback, you always want to respond to it. And you want to respond to it positive. So emojis tend to have a positive connotation to them. And so responding with an emoji, especially to a favorite comment, goes a long way. So you can reward your community both on and off YouTube for their engagement and support. And that's just being creative. You can reward in many ways, not necessarily monetarily, but by recognition. You could do promotions, you could do something fun. There's always ways to reward. And prefer to host live streams and interact with your audience. So you don't always have to do a pre-recorded video. There's certainly, YouTube has them, other platforms like Facebook have them, Instagram. So you can certainly reach out to your audience with a live stream. And that's talking directly to your audience right there in the flesh. So when you can have an opportunity to talk to your audience and engage with them, that's always going to work, because they can see personality, they can see what you're all about, and there's two-way conversation. And so that will lend to more of a, relationship, so to speak, with your audience. So you want to create videos for subscribers. Subscribers can get impressed when a channel dedicates a video for them. So, take the time out to create a video just for your subscribers. Subscribers are the ones who are most likely going to engage with you. Okay, they're your loyal fan base. So if you create something for them, that's a form of a reward. So you can captivate your viewers by uploading interesting YouTube stories as well. You can also hear from your audience and get their videos and use their videos and upload them to your channel. So according to Backlinko, video comments have a very strong correlation with rankings. So as you create a video, feel free to talk to your audience and ask them, hey, if you have any comments, feel free to put them in the comment section right below this video. I see that a lot now with a lot of videos, and I'm going to ask my audience right now to do the same thing. If there's anything you see about rewarding the audience or engaging with the audience, feel free to comment. We'd love to get your suggestions, because if you can engage with the audience even more, then that's only going to net positive results, not only in rankings, but with your subscriber base. So comments are the way to go. Solicit comments, respond to the comments, reward the comments. Tip number 8, promote your videos on different platforms. So promoting your videos on different platforms has been around for many years. It's a good strategy. Once you create your video on YouTube, you want people to see it. You want to get it out there. So if you want to increase your YouTube subscribers, this is a strategy you have to perform. So let's take a look at all the ways you can use and leverage different platforms to increase your subscribers. subscribers. So before you do that, you want to research and discover how you can use different platforms. So the first thing you want to do is look at the platforms you're already using. If you're using Facebook and Instagram, that's probably a good place to start. But there's other platforms you can also leverage, and we're going to talk about those. So social media, most companies, most individuals are on in some form or fashion, amongst the most popular like Facebook and Instagram. So you can start there. So with Facebook, you can post something, include the link of your YouTube video. With Facebook, if you're a business, you have a business page, you're communicating with your community. And that's a great way to get started by promoting your YouTube video. You can also do the same on Twitter or Instagram or whatever platform you're on. Go ahead and post something or tweet something and include that link to YouTube. You can participate in forums and blog discussions. So there's plenty of forums and blogs out there where you can participate in a discussion and include a link to the YouTube video if it's relevant and natural. So for example, here, there's a blog about machine learning. You can include, if you have a video about machine learning, in the response to that conversation. In this example, we've done that on Reddit. Okay, you can list your video in relevant and reputable directories. There's plenty of directories out there. There's plenty of video directories, okay, that you can just go ahead and publish your video on. You can use testimonial link building, okay, so somebody can provide a testimonial, include the link of your video. You can opt for influencer marketing. So if there's somebody that is associated that likes your brand or product and has a large following, you can ask them to post the video on your behalf. It's a great way to reach an audience fairly quickly. Okay, you can earn backlinks from relevant and authoritative websites. So for example, if you look at this website here, Techgenics, okay, there's a article here about, certificate of achievements, okay, for AWS. So if you scroll down, we could see our video is included here in this particular web page. So this is a high quality web page, okay, that's generating a backlink for us. Not only is it generating a backlink, it's also generating traffic and awareness for the video. Go ahead and find out if there's any websites that are relevant to your video topic and see if you can collaborate with them on producing a web page to include that video. You can also take advantage of email marketing by adding your YouTube link in the email signature. For example, it's a simple email. Any email client like Gmail or Yahoo or even Hotmail or Outlook is going to have an ability to, or give you the ability to add a signature. In the signature, you could simply just include a link to the video or to your YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be to a specific video, but it's a way to get people to your YouTube page or to that video. So the whole idea is more eyeballs, more potential subscribers. Engage your audience by posting your video links on community pages. So for example, we're promoting something here on a community page, and that's going to get some additional traffic over to us. You can always bookmark your videos on bookmarking sites like stumbledupon.com. Again, this is free, very little time to do this, but it's a chance for you to get the video out there and even generate a backlink. You can collaborate with other YouTube channels. This is always a good strategy. If you're creating a video on a particular topic on YouTube, chances are there's probably somebody else out there doing the same thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily a competitor. It can be a complementary product or service. And if you offer that, then go ahead and collaborate with them and see if you can exchange your videos on their channel. And you could take their video and put it on your channel in a particular playlist. Okay, so that's a way to collaborate with other YouTube channels, is swap videos. You could join high PR QA sites and post answers to the questions related to your video, like Quora is always a good example, or eHap. Okay, so Quora, there's always a question being posted, and if you have the answer to that question in the form of your video, then go ahead and post a response with a link to the video on YouTube. It's a great way to get the video noticed, and it's relevant and natural. Okay, you can embed videos in your blog posts, or if you're using a platform like WordPress, for example, very easy to go ahead and just take that video. You can even just put the link in the blog post. I like this option. I think blog posts are always good because you don't have to be text heavy with a blog post. You want to create a blog post that's nice and balanced with an image and text, but if you put a video to support your blog post, that goes even further. And blog posts themselves can be engaging and interactive effective with your audience. So having a video in your blog post always goes well, in my opinion. Okay, so you can promote other videos in your end screen. For example, at the end of your video, you can always promote something related, like we've done here in this example. So lots of ideas. Get your video out there. Use them in email. Use them in your blog post. Go to free bookmarking sites like StumbleUpon. Collaborate with other people on YouTube. Go to Core, respond to a question. Use social media to your advantage. There's lots of opportunities to get your video out there. The more you can get your video out there, the more traffic you're going to get. The more traffic you get to the video, the more subscribers you're going to get. So that's how the game is played in order to get your video out there. But these are relatively, low time consuming ideas to get your video some subscribers. So let's turn our attention to some key takeaways from today's video. Tip 1, you always want to create engaging and informative content. So that's where it all starts. Remember, think about what you want to say and do before you do it. Know your audience. That's really the key takeaway. Know your audience. Tip 2, publish videos frequently. Okay, you don't have to start out publishing 3 or 4 a week. Start out publishing 1 a month if that's how it works for you. And then once you build momentum, once you start getting a loyal fan base and start getting more subscribers, then think about increasing your video output. Tip 3, optimize your YouTube videos, title, description, tags. That's always a good place to start. You want to work in that keyword that's relevant to the topic and work that into the title, work it into the description, and work it into those tags. Tip 4, you want to optimize your YouTube channel. There's lots of features available. Okay, you want to start with your description of your channel because the description is what shows up when somebody does a search or sees your video. So that is key. You always want to optimize your channel as well as your videos. Tip 5, we want to produce high quality videos. Remember 1080 on the Pixel. Use good audio video equipment. Don't necessarily go free. Go with something low cost, but make sure you're using something that's going to output good audio and video quality because people are going to take you serious. Tip 6, good feature in YouTube under the channel settings, in the Creator Studio. You want to be able to add a subscriber watermark. That way people know who you are and you can add that call to action so that they can subscribe to your video. Tip 7, engage with your audience. Comments. In fact, for those watching this video now, if you have any comments on any of the tips that we provided, feel free to put them in there. We will respond and we will reward. And that's what you want to do with your audience. You want to engage with your audience to make them feel like they're part of the community and part of the solution. And then tip 8, promote your videos in different platforms. There's plenty of opportunities from social to blog posts to influencer marketing to email marketing. Lots of different opportunities to get that link out there. The more you can get that link out there, the more traffic you're going to drive. The more traffic, the more eyeballs are going to realize, hey, this is some good stuff here. I'm going to subscribe to this video. I'm going to subscribe to this channel. And I'm going to wait for this channel to produce more videos. So these are the tips. And with these key takeaways and these tips, you should be on your way to increasing your subscriber base.
And with that, we have come to the end of this YouTube marketing full course video for 2021. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you have any questions about the topics covered in this video, please ask away in the comment section below and our team of experts will be happy to solve all your queries. Thank you for watching, stay safe and keep learning.